to today's spirituality retreat. Today we have a new moon in Taurus. This new moon in Taurus is so special because it is full of miracles, it's full of magic, and it has power. And let me tell you why. Because the intentions that you set on this new moon, because it's in Taurus, they have a true ability to manifest into your wildest dreams come true. So make sure that when you set your intentions, you truly ask yourself this question: is this truly what you desire? Because you can have it. So be careful what you wish for, like the saying goes, because it just might come true. I really feel this. So be clear about what your intentions are, and take the day also to nurture yourself. And I would have to say this Taurus season in general, that's what it's going to be about. It's going to be about self-nurture, truly taking care of our aura, our temple, which is our sacred body, our space, which is our home, where we work, where we live, where we sleep, the tribe that we're surrounded by, everything that makes our life, every compartment of our life needs to be aligned, cleaned up, and make sure that it nourishes and uplifts our soul. So ask yourself these questions as you're doing your introspection about what needs cleaning, what needs to go, and what needs to come in. Basically, like, what do you want to manifest? What qualities as well do you want to develop in yourself? Because this is going to be a great time to develop any qualities that you want, like any talents, for example, that have been dormant or that you haven't been working on. This is the time to bring them out to play and start developing them and see where it takes you, because you just might be surprised. This Taurus season is also all about surprises. For any of you Tauruses out there, happy birthday. I know that I'm like one of the first Tauruses to have their birthday, which is going to be next weekend. So I'll be doing something very special with you guys so that you guys can celebrate with me, and I'll be spending it with my family. But I also want to bring in the community along with me and just just talk to you guys and make this a beautiful soul family where we can all connect and just be real with each other, because that's what also Taurus is about. It's about realness. We want people around us who are real, who say what they mean, who show who they really are. Authenticity is number one in yourself, how you express yourself to the world and to others, and how others see you. They will see you for who you truly are. And I feel like this Taurus season is also going to be a lot about health and wellness, like actual healthy food, nourishing rituals and habits that keep you in alignment spiritually, that give you more vitality and energy. Like, let me tell you a little bit of what I've been doing, because I feel like I need to share this with you. And I've been talking a lot about this in my health and fitness podcast. You can watch the first episode from last week on my YouTube channel. But basically, I've really been getting the motivation, and I need to prep myself up. I need to prep myself up too, because sometimes I don't feel like doing some movement, especially if it's intense activity. Like, all of us get those moods, especially if we're sensitive to the energies of the stars and of the astrology. We have more of that potential to actually feel bogged down by the energies. But let me tell you that this Taurus season, what's gonna serve you is knowing that it's all in the mindset. Truly, you can change your mindset in just like that, and your whole experience will change as to whatever it is that's happening. So what I like to do is that I obviously have my visual motivational like post on my wall. I have some quotes on my phone to keep me motivated, and I intrinsically already know deep within why I keep going every day. And that's what keeps me going, because Taurus is also all about perseverance and resilience. So in order to stay resilient and persistent about what it is that we're striving towards, we need to know why we're striving towards that. Why is it so important? Why is it so meaningful? So I use my own intrinsic motivation to keep me going, my deep why. And I've also been practicing the habit of having a really loud alarm system by my bed. And what other strategies have I been doing? So I leave out the things the night before of what I'm going to use, or I at least have already a plan as to what I'm going to do. Because when you visualize, and that's one of the themes in my new soul coaching program, which is next week, visualization. When you visualize, what do you want to be doing the next day, or what your habit is, or what your routine's going to look like in the morning. When you have a brief idea of how it's going to look like, chances are that your next day is going to look somewhat like that, right? So like I expected, my day went that way, and I got my things done, and I was so proud that I did that, and glad that I took that extra effort, because it was so worth it. It made me feel after really good. It made me feel like grounded as well, because that's what Taurus is about, needing to ground our energies, especially if you've been on a spiritual journey for a long time, or if you're just awakening on your spiritual journey. You might feel ungrounded, and you might get like these very heavy ascension symptoms that can even interrupt your workflow. So it's really good to do grounding exercises like yoga practice, meditation every morning, and just any physical activity can really ground you, especially if you can go out in nature. I've been going out in nature at least twice a week, even if it's just like in my balcony or my garden, just for like a few minutes or so. It really helps just to get some fresh air, and you're in your own confined space, so it's not like it's safe, you see, because you're in your own space. So do that, get connected with nature as much as you can, even if it's just seeing it from afar. Like if you have windows and access to a landscape that's nature, stare at it for a while and just tune in with it, because your imagination will take you to places that even being there couldn't. So your imagination has potential to make you feel like you're there, and that's how you connect with the ocean, with the garden, with the park, whatever you have around you. Just visualize it. Or perhaps you can just close your eyes and go on a shamanic journey and just meditate deeply and see where that takes you. You know, I talked about this in another video of mine, but I had a very intense, vivid dream last week, and it was just me laying in the grass in a very enchanted garden, and it was so beautiful. It was like Alice in Wonderland kind of enchanted, and I truly felt like I was there. So this is, you know, the aspect of us traveling in dream state, and how there are different timelines and dimensions that we can have access to as we step into this new portal, because that's where we're being headed towards as well. Throughout the year, as we progress slowly till the next year, we're going to be opening these new portals, these new gifts, these new levels of our spiritual journey. And this spiritual world, we're going to get deeper in depth into it. And I feel like you should really watch the 2020 guide that I did for you guys on what's next for this half of the year left. I had two videos. I did one, it was like a 2 to 3 hour special that I did on New Year's Eve, and it was a spiritual talk. If you want to purchase that one, get the part 3, because the part 3 is the readings. It's the one where I break down each month. The first half, the first part 1 and part 2, is more like a talk as to what we can expect this year, which obviously I do suggest. And it's a ritual, like a healing ritual that I did. And last weekend I recorded another conjunction second part to this 2020 guide, because now as we're closer to these energies for the second half of the year, I'm more specific because I can interpret the energies more clearly. But let me tell you that, you know, how accurate it is what I do, because in that first video that I did in New Year's, the energies were there. I rewatched that whole video, and I even predicted certain things in my own life that I had completely forgotten about, like launching my book on a certain month that I thought I was going to launch it on January, and I said it's better to launch it in March, and I ended up launching it in March. And there's other things like in the middle of the year, like especially April, May, I did predict a little bit of this justice energy and rebalancing of the energy of Earth. So it's like a major healing and purification time that the humanity is going through. But I predicted in those videos that around June, July time, there was some massive healing going on spiritually. People were going to be spiritually awakened. But then as we enter fall, things get a little kind of funky. And that's why I want you guys to watch those videos, because it's going to prepare you perhaps for any changes that you need to make or anything that you need to focus on. It's always best to be prepared, work on your stability, in the way that you know it's going to work for you in the future with all the circumstances in the world right now. So my recommendation is to really watch those videos. I'm preparing a trailer for you guys. It's going to be like 33 minutes, and you can watch it on my YouTube so that you can have a brief overview as to what each video is about, because those are 3 videos. Okay, I'm going to be having another presentation coming soon, and it's either going to be this weekend, this Friday, 12:30 p.m. so at noontime. It's going to be a live streamed event, and it's going to be a Q&A after the presentation. It's going to be like a 3 to 4 hour presentation, and it's about the bigger picture, because that's going to be your intrinsic motivation, your deep why you're going to keep going. And when you realize the bigger cosmic mission, the bigger picture, you're able to stay more in peace as well in every moment that life goes through the ebbs and the flows, because not our whole life is not going to be stagnant. It's not going to be just, you know, monotonous like this. And that's the beauty of life, right? Because through the struggles you appreciate the peak times better, and through the struggles actually is when you grow the most. So you need to appreciate and have respect for those low times, those difficult, challenging times, those dark nights of the soul, because they bring you to the peak wiser and stronger and more able to handle it. Because if you're not ready for the success, if you're not ready for the abundance, then you might self-sabotage it on your own subconsciously. So everything works in synchronistic order. We need to have this big message in our hearts as a reminder that the universe has always got us. The universe is supporting us, and guess what? Our angels are always fighting in the spiritual realms for us. Archangel Michael's coming through very strongly today. He's telling us that he's fighting a lot of, you know, forces that are wanting to bring down our vibration. It's not necessarily that these forces are true. They're an illusion that are trying to make us believe that this illusion is real. That's how the ego works, and trying to bring us into fear and trying to keep us in fear. Because guess what? When the world's in fear, the world is stagnant, and the world doesn't grow, and the world doesn't ascend. And what we want to do is we want to transcend all this pain, all this fear, so that we can reach this higher love, so that we can make our earth higher vibrational and become this new heaven and bring heaven on earth. We want to live a blissful life. That's what Venus is all about as well. Venus is in Gemini right now, and with the moon in Aries and approaching the moon in Taurus, that we're in the new moon in Taurus, it's all about wanting to feel good. We want to feel good. We want to feel in bliss. We want to feel at peace. We want to live in a harmonious world. And let me tell you that a big part of harmony has also to do with the people. Humanity truly needs to take a look at themselves deeply and ask themselves, what is it that you're projecting onto others? And we hear that word a lot, projection. I spoke a lot about this in today's webinar for a new soul coaching program in Healing Past Packages. In this week's class, you know, projection is merely something that's really going on within. When something triggers us in someone else, and we have rivalry, or we have this greediness, or we have this competition, or this, you know, fighting and battles between people and nations, this is really a projection of what's going on deep within. And guess what? The nations are made of people, so it's not the nations themselves, it's the people. And guess what? The people are made up of the individual. So all of this healing truly begins on an individual level. And by realizing this, by becoming aware that we are in control of our destiny, then we have the power to take control of our healing. Take your power back and heal yourselves, because you have the power to heal yourselves. And the more that you realize this, one step closer you are to reaching this new potential. And there's infinite potential out there for all of us. There's enough success for everybody, okay? And, you know, with this new moon, I really want you to take out a sheet of paper and write down all of the intentions that you want to manifest between now and the next moon cycle. So you have like a month. What do you want to manifest in this next month of the Taurus season of May? What do you wish to manifest? Ask the divine for it. Pray for it. Don't expect it, because as always, we need to learn to surrender to divine timing. But let us put it out into the universe. It's like sending out a mail and a package out to the universe. eventually it's going to reach that person that you're trying to reach, the destination. Now, when it's going to reach depends on many things, right? It depends on the traffic, it depends on the people getting the package to the next destination, to the mail packaging place, and making sure that everything went okay during the ride there. And everything is divinely orchestrated above all. So we really need to practice patience, because that came out so strong this week, in this week's astrology, in the week's energies, and all the daily messages at my High Vibes Only Club. You should really become a member, because with all that I do for you there in the High Vibes Only Club, you're gonna stay more high vibrational because of the messages that you hear every morning. I've been listening to my own videos ever since I started, and it truly just makes my day start with more peace. It really calms down my nerves, because this week I've been dealing a little bit with anxiety, and I'm not one to be anxious, but I feel like it has to do with what's the collective experiencing. By me listening to my own videos, after I listen to my videos, it truly is like it calms down my nerves. It calms down my anxiety, because it takes away my fear. It truly gives me reassurance that all is well, and that I am safe and protected by my angels and by the divine, and that everything is going exactly as it should. So I relax, and I just, just give in to the divine and just let go. And truly my self-care rituals have been really helping to keep me calm from within, because inner peace is different than just portraying to be peaceful, or portraying to be calm, or portraying to be happy. It truly needs to come from within, because only then, when it comes from within, when it radiates outward, it will be genuine. And not only that, but you can't lie to yourself. So what's the point of lying to other people when deep down inside, you know you're lying, or you don't feel a certain way? So there's no benefit of just portraying to be something that you're not, including your emotions, right? Our emotional well-being is of the utmost importance right now, and we really need to take care of this, because this will make us better people. It will make us more loving, more compassionate, more empathic, and more patient. And above all, it will get us more aligned on our spiritual mission. So remember to always keep this affirmation in your mind, which was today's morning message, which is that you are loyal, you are faithful, and you are devoted to your spiritual mission. You are committed. So commit yourself to this soul journey, because there's so much ahead of us, and it's all really good. And it's better than whatever situation you're in right now. Because sometimes, you know that saying, sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. But let me tell you that sometimes it is. Sometimes you think that you're in the best situation, and you get comfortable. And that's dangerous, because you get comfortable in this comfort zone that is not your best potential. There's always more. There's infinite potential, and you need to be willing to stay open-minded and be able to listen when the divine tells you that perhaps there's a better way to do something, there's a better place for you to do something, or there's a better, community to spend your time with. Anything like that. Any place where there's something better, you need to listen, because there is always room for improvement. And as your soul evolutionizes, so does your world, because what once resonated with you won't resonate with you anymore. And other energies as well. Once you rise higher into the light, lower vibrational energies obviously will not vibrate with you, because they're going to be blinded by your light. And remember that that's okay. Don't dim your light to fit in. If you need to walk away from that situation, then do that. But don't ever lower yourself to accommodate to whomever is in that space, or to whatever situation you're in. Like, don't settle in a relationship, in a job, or just in a situation in whatever your life is playing out. Let the divine bless you with more gifts, more ideas as to how you can continue growing, because that's what Taurus is about. It's about wanting to grow as well, and wanting to seek the stability. But the stability that you want is gonna be a luxurious stability. You see, you want the utmost best stability. You don't just want a mediocre stability. So be conscious of that when you're setting your intentions and visualizing, because a lot of people get stuck in their comfort zone, and a lot of it, the deep core root of that thinking actually has to do with laziness, or even fear of not being able to do it, fear of not being good enough, fear of not being worthy of it, fear of not deserving it. fear of competition, or just laziness, like you don't want to put in that extra work. But guess what? The people who are putting in that extra mile during this Taurus season are the winners, are the ones who are gonna transcend to the next level. So it truly is dependent on you. It's not the universe happening to you, it's happening for you. Now it's what you do with it. Are you gonna step up, or are you gonna just run away? I posted a special post on my Lightworker University Instagram the other day. It was on Monday. And basically what I channeled was that we're gonna be thrown some blocks in our way. Kind of think like bricks standing in the middle of the road. And this road is your soul path, right? Well, first off, there's always multiple paths. Osho says this as well. There's multiple paths in life that you can take, and every path is going to take you to a different destination, a different outcome, right? Because cause and effect, right? Whatever cause, whatever action you put, it's going to breed a certain effect, a certain result, a certain outcome. So first step is that you have to make sure that you are on the true path, because Osho says, and the divine always says, there's only one true soul path, but there's multiple other paths that are not the true one. Just like in love, there's only one true love for you. There's only one twin out there for you. There's not multiple. So you need to make sure that you're choosing the one true one. Because if you choose one of the other multiple ones, that's your key to disaster, right? You're missing your opportunity. You're missing your key to freedom. You're missing your key to abundance, because that's gold right there. So that's step number one, is make sure that you're on the right path, your true soul path. What is your higher self telling you to go towards? What is your higher mission? What is your true purpose here on earth? And you know, I've been reading this book, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, Awakening to Your Life Purpose, on my spiritual book club. So every week on this happy hour spiritual book club time, we go over that book. And today I'm going to be doing that one as well here in my patio, because I wasn't able to read yesterday. And that's the thing, you know, yesterday I took the day off because, you know, not only did I have to clean and do some things for my health and wellness, about prioritizing yourself, you see, and making sure that your space is all aligned. But I also, you know, I had worked a lot on Monday. You know, I had recorded over 1 million videos that day. I did the love show, all the daily morning videos, the podcast, plus the webinar for a new you. So that was like over 8 hours of recording on Monday. But it was all of being of service, and I was still being of service on Tuesday because I was still brainstorming, thinking, doing behind the scenes work. And that's where the winners are going to be the ones shown by the people who are putting in the work behind the scenes. When no one's seeing you, you're still putting in the work. That's when you're held accountable for your own actions, and that's what makes you a true warrior of the light. That's called spiritual discipline, because you don't need an approval of anybody. You don't need anybody telling you what to do, what's the right thing. You already inherently know what's the right thing, because the divine is guiding you. So this is about listening to your intuition and staying true to yourself, because you are accountable for your own actions and for your own future. So you have the power to manifest your future by your actions in the present moment. So as I was saying with that book is really, really helpful. So I'm going to be doing that today. So join me there by becoming a member, so you can have access to all the episodes. I have a free episode that I posted on my YouTube channel as a sample. So that's what it's about. So let's go back to the topic about this soul path, right? Step one is to get on the right soul path. Now step two, in this, when you're in the right soul path, let us say that you've chosen this path where the light is, where the fire's coming, my bonfire here. So I'll show you here my tabletop bonfire. And so now there's being bricks like this, you know, think of like little pebbles standing in the way of this path. It's like this karmic trench in the way, right? Or perhaps, you know, your car wheel lost some air pressure and now you need to refill that air pressure, right? Or something happened along the road. Maybe there was like one of those, you know, mud puddles where, you know, back in the day in wartime, those cabins used to get stuck in. So what are you going to do with these blocks in the way? Are you going to use them now to construct perhaps something sturdier? So when you experience a tower moment in your life, a tower moment is basically a destruction of something. Now the only time that this tower moment will affect your structure is when this structure was built on faulty foundation, meaning that the foundation the cement under the building wasn't really sturdy enough in the first place. So obviously it was vulnerable to fall apart. Now this relates to any part of your life. It could be in love, it could be in career, it could be in your financial stability, it could be in your health. Like if you haven't been taking preventative measures and taking your daily steps on your healthy lifestyle, then obviously you're going to be more vulnerable to, you know, experiencing some, you know, uneasiness in your body, right? But if you've always been protecting your immune system, you've been taking the steps necessary to fight off stress and just staying aligned with the divine, then all is well, right? So same thing, are you going to use these bricks now to build something stronger, a stronger foundation, a stronger building? Or are you just going to use those bricks to just, you know, tumble it all down already because you're mad, you're frustrated, you're angry at the divine because you feel that the divine is punishing you or is attacking you? That's a low vibrational way of thinking. That's victimhood, because the divine never does something to harm you. That's not God's thinking, and that's not God's function, and that's not the divine. That's not God speaking to you. That's your own fear speaking to you, and that's the ego deceiving you. And guess what? Your mind can be your own worst enemy. So this is when truly your mentality, you know, is what's going to make it or break it. It's what's going to save you. Your mindset and anything that you do in life, whether you're, you know, a competitive athlete, whether you're, you know, a business entrepreneur, whether you're a father or a mother, a parent that needs to, you know, take their family ahead in life, or whether you're anything in life, requires this mentality, being able to have this strong foundation with the divine and knowing that we're always taken care of. Really look at my Warrior of the Light episodes on my spiritual book club, because that book is only 5 episodes, 5 hours only complete, and we completed the book, but it's also discussion. And in that book, that was the best book that I would ever recommend, because it really teaches you how to become this warrior of light. And it's all in the mind. There's nothing really that you can do for this. It's not like you have to train for it physically, or it's not like you know, have to do homework for that, or it's not like you have to be a genius. It's all in the mindset. So mindset, perspective is truly the key this Taurus season to keep you patient, to keep you laser focused, to keep you productive, because you're going to have more energy as a result of having peace, being able to recharge and regenerate, knowing how to make your time more efficient so that you have a balanced lifestyle, not overworking and not resting too much that you're not getting anything done right on your mission. So it's all about balance, like this give and take energy. Give energy to service and then receive some healing back and rejuvenate, and then this is how you recycle your energy. Okay, so that's the best way that I could put it. So now let us take out our journals. I here have my intentions journal, and I'm going to be writing my intentions for this new moon in Taurus. So take out a paper and let's do this together. New moon in Taurus. Intentions. What is it that you want to manifest? So take some time to truly think about this right now. I would say write anywhere from 5 to 10 intentions. perfect. So that was quick for me. It just usually flow. Okay, so now that we have that, I actually have my phone here today. And what I want to do, I want to look up some things about this Taurus season, what we can expect. So Taurus season is from April 19th, which is today, until May 20th. And look at this, it's May 20, 2020. So this is significant because there's a lot of 20s here. So this is all about okay, so exactly, I was right here about this energy. You see, Taurus season energy is all about steadiness. Slow and steady wins the race, determination, patience, and being headstrong. So this is a cosmic opportunity to slow down and center yourself. So how beautiful. Okay, we're gonna actually do a spread. And if you're gonna choose a crystal, which I talk a lot about in my book, get some jade, which instills wisdom and promotes serenity. The essential oil that would be great is lemongrass because it uplifts and enhances your physical energy. So how beautiful is this? The world is rich with change, the days are longer, and the grass grows greener as the sun mosses into the slow and steady sign of Taurus. This is a time for each of us to shake off the fast-paced energy of Aries season and center ourselves. When the sun moves into a new zodiac sign, we all benefit from that sign's unique energies. Taurus is the sign of stability, so this is our opportunity to ground ourselves and revel in the wonderful things the world has to offer. Smell a flower. Smell a flower, indulge in a hearty meal. So this is a great time for trying these new healthy recipes. Make sure that you join I have a program that's a health and wellness introduction to your healthy lifestyle, and I give you a lot of delicious recipes. Get a steamy in the bedroom, and you don't need to be a bull to bask in the beauty that the sun in Taurus brings about. So that's beautiful energy. I want to actually do a spread. We're going to do a spread here. Okay, I have actually my tarot deck here, my new one, the Botticelli deck. It's super pretty because it's gold and the artwork is just so amazing. So let me see, I'm comfortable here. We're gonna be asking several questions as to how do we best navigate these energies in this Taurus season. Okay, so let me shuffle my cards. Well, this one really wanted to come up, the Three of Wands, that was last time. So number one is the circumstances of our current situation. We're currently in this Two of Wands situation. Now what I feel with this is that we are basking in nature's energies, in the beauty of life, self-love, self-care, and seeing the beauty in the present moment, just being joyful and peaceful despite what's going on in the world, and taking it easy, slow and steady. And the Two of Wands is also about striving towards our stability. I'm going to be looking into this little guidebook for this reading and see what extra messages we get from here. We are in reflection on one's abilities. Positive but unstable situation. So it does look a little bit unstable here because obviously we are a little bit in this instability worldwide, you know, when it comes to our economy, our finances, and even our home and family situation. But we are working towards that. You see, we're reflecting on our gifts and our talents, our abilities, how we can best use these tools in our toolbox to create something magical, beautiful, and stable above all. Because Taurus is all about stability, right? Taurus will not feel at ease if it's not stable. And especially when it comes to their money, to their finance, to their home situation. So this is key right now. This is our situation. It's positive because we're moving towards something stable, but it's not quite there yet, right? So this is the situation that we find ourselves in right now. So card number 2, we're going to focus on the influence. What are some external forces creating the internal chaos? This is obviously, you know, we already know kind of that what is, but let us ask again. So what is this influence that is our instability? We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and obviously this has to do with finance. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to achieve this abundance, but we quite are not there yet. And that's what's causing this mental chaos. Let's see what else we can get messages from here. Yeah, it can also be, for any of you out there, any lack of ideas. So feeling uncreative. Perhaps you're being drained of your energy, and this is where you need to recharge your energy through spiritual alignment, self-care, because that will rejuice up your creative inspirations, you see. And also spiritual alignment will connect you to the divine inspiration, which is divine intelligence, and that's where you get all these genius creative ideas anyways. And also there's a decline, so it could definitely be decline in the economy. Obviously it's affecting people on a personal financial level, and it can also be thwarted initiative. So maybe laziness for some people out there, not taking the initiative to reach for their dreams because perhaps they're thinking, oh, what's the point, right? No, don't do that. Don't think that. That's something that, you know, I felt like some of the collective might be feeling that, because when, you know, you have those days when you're tired or you're just exhausted, you've had a long day at work and you still need to keep going, you're like, what's the point? Because, you know, nobody's even appreciating what I'm doing, or I'm not getting my reward for it. I'm not reaping anything out of this. But perhaps you know that it's spiritually based, and you know that that's the way that the divine is telling you to go. So you need to go without any expectations of return. And that's where you need to collaborate with the divine, and also collaborate with your soul tribe and a potential spiritual partner that's out there for you. Now, you know, I know that in many people's situation, it's not yet in the physical, which is there. That's why there's also some instability, because only once when you're with the right people, with the right environment, can this thrive to its fullest potential. So perhaps let us ask, where to devote our energy for the spotlight? That's a good question. Spotlight. Where to devote our energy for the spotlight? Let me sit up really quick and just get a little comfortable. Okay. Where to channel and put our energy? Where's the spotlight? Okay, so we kind of got 3 cards here. Let's see what this says. So we got the 9 of Pentacles sideways. We got the Sun in reverse because there's lack of happiness, lack of joy. Perhaps people are not knowing how to be mindful in their life, living in the present moment. So tune into my videos and learn more about this. And we got the Hierophant, which is the change number 5 about transformation. We're in this transformation space. This is where we should be putting our attention on becoming more spiritual alignment, striving towards marriage as well, because this is about marriage. And let us look at the specific meaning here. Oh my God, how perfect what I just said. The Hierophant also stands for patience. So this is where we should be putting our energy into achieving more patience. Clemency, which means charity, giving to the world, humanitarianism, spirituality, and traditionalism. And I feel like this traditionalism has to do when it comes to love. I speak a lot about this in my Venus magazine. How do we achieve this higher spiritual love is when you truly start going back to basics, meaning that you actually respect marriage. You are prudent when it comes to the people that you choose to spend your loving time with. You are, pure-minded when you are, you just reserve yourself for the right person. It's not about, being irresponsible. Be responsible about your temple and all the rest. Spiritual aligned means being faithful, making sure that it's spiritually based before getting involved. Let us look at the Nine of Pentacles sideways. So it's like an in-between, basically, energy. Exactly. So this is what's the cause right now. We are needing to work on achieving this financial stability because there is a delay in realizing a work or a creative project. There's incomplete satisfaction and income is less than expected. So see how accurate this is? This is obviously what the world's going through right now. And we got the Sun in reverse, which as a result, it's taking away from our joy. But this is the message that we should not let this take away from our joy, because there's other more important things as well, like our emotions, our relationship with the divine, our family, our loved ones, our partner. So the Sun in reverse is all about, dissatisfaction, misunderstandings, irritability, and difficulties. And the opposite of this, that our goal basically is achieving joy, friendship, our soul tribe, sincerity, faithfulness, union, and happiness. And faithfulness towards being devoted and wholeheartedly committed to our spiritual mission. So that is the message for that. So in the next one, what must you stop working against? What's this resistance now that's creating a little bit of an extra blockage? Because some of it is external, but also a lot of it and the majority of it is actually internally based. So what is the resistance that you're creating in your life for the collective? Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles. The first thing that I see in this card is greediness, hoarding energy. Feeling like lack mentality, feeling like you don't have enough. But guess what? Lack mentality doesn't attract abundance. It will actually repel it and it will give you more lack. So be wary of this law of attraction when you're trying to manifest. And in the way that you're acting in your day-to-day life, or your relationship with money. Remember that money is energy. So make sure that you're in the right energy to attract more money and more financial stability. So the Four of Pentacles in the upright is all about saving. Thrift in every sense. You see this thriftiness mentality that the collective, I feel, is in because of fear brought on by the media. And a spirit of preservation. So this is also what's causing resistance for more abundance. Because the Sun is also representative of abundance. So how should we do, how should we counteract this? I'm going to make a separate video on this, perhaps, for next week's how-to motivational speech on my High Vibes Only Club on Mondays. But first off is gratitude. Thanking the divine for your blessings that you already have, and thanking the divine for the blessings that are to come that are not there yet. Second is knowing that you are deserving of a good life, because you need to be willing to know that you're worthy of it. Think of yourself like royalty, because if you are one with the divine, you are the divine's children, and you are royalty because God is royalty. 3 would be putting in the work for your stability. So basically not slacking. Make sure that it's spiritually aligned, faith-based, oriented, your business. 4 would be, what are you going to do with that stability? Are you going to share it? Or are you going to hoard it? Is it self-serving or is it humanity-serving? 5 would be, being appreciative of the things that you have, but not seeing it like you won't have any more. Like, okay, obviously with this example, let us say, okay, let us use the perfect example from the Bible when it comes to bread on the table. Jesus told us in the Bible, and this was in the book of Daniel, I believe, and what the divine teaches us is that the Lord will always provide daily bread on our table. So there's no need to worry about the next day's bread, meaning you don't have to cook it ahead or you don't have to buy it ahead of time, because not only that, fresh bread is always the best, right? It tastes the best and there's nothing like fresh bread. The next day and then the next day after, it's going to be kind of stale. So this mentality of abundance is realizing that you only need to worry about today's bread. Don't worry about the next day's bread, because you will have it there. And when you're spiritually aligned, when you're devoted and committed to the divine mission, I think like Moses and Abraham, they were completely devoted, and so was Jesus. They always had food on their table. They were always taken care of. They were always safe. They always had shelter. Their family was always taken care of. Perhaps they didn't have this solid knowledge in the 3D that everything was going to be all right, but they just functioned in blind faith. They just functioned like everything was going to be all right. I don't see the physical evidence that tomorrow I'll have this bread, but I just know that I will have this bread tomorrow, so I'm not worrying about it. I'm just peaceful. And to be honest, that's how I live my life, and I always have the things that I need for that day. And if I don't have something that day, it's because I don't need it that day, really deep down, if you ask your higher self, because your ego will try to make you believe that you need it, but you really don't. And perhaps it's not what you're meant to be doing that day anyways. So I've learned to live with the flow, and it's truly freed me from my own mental blockages, from my own, anxiety, from my own, self-limiting beliefs. And let me tell you that this world can truly be blissful. And the way that I live now is so carefree, but yet focused, and I achieve more than I ever thought I could. And I don't recognize myself a year ago, because I've grown so much spiritually. And it's about growing spiritually, because it doesn't matter on the outside how much you've achieved, or how much it looks like you've achieved, or where you're at in the world, or what you have, because it's truly within that is the important thing, and the contributor and the evidence of truly your character having matured. This is truly where you see your progress, is inside, in the internal. It's not based off the external, because look at wealthy people, for example. There's not all wealthy people, because some wealthy people obviously are faithful, and it's because of their light worker mission. But look at other people who, let us say, there's some people out there who are wealthy, but spiritually they're very poor. So it really, as you see, has nothing to do with how much money or in the exterior what you have, because there's also poor people out there that are super rich in spirituality. So keep this in mind, and strive towards being rich on the inside and on the outside in a balanced manner. Make sure that the scales are balanced. So let us ask the next question. Grounding. How can you start to achieve stability? How can you achieve stability? How can we ground this stability, these dreams and our visions, anchor it down into this physical world? And it's funny, because that's the next 2 chapters of my new Soul Coaching program. Week 8 is visualization, and week 9 is anchoring. So we really need to hear that, because it's perfect for Taurus season. So you see how the divine made me start that program at a certain time, so that it can all coincide with the energies? It's no coincidence. So how can we achieve this stability? How can we ground this? Okay, I'm going to do something different for this one. So obviously, we need to do something different. That's the message as well. Try something new, something you've never done before, because remember that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So you want to make sure that you've tried every corner, every route, every strategy. And if you haven't, go back to the drawing board, okay, and re-strategize a new plan. We got the Five of Swords, and I feel, first thing that I felt here, because there's a head cut off, is let go of your ego. You know, cut head off. Head cut off is all about ego death. So die to your ego and work on your transformation, because that is the number 5. So the Five of Swords, let us look at an additional meaning. There's big problems in business or at work. Afterthoughts. So this is obviously about re-strategizing, because there's some blockages in whatever situation that you're trying to manifest. So truly ask yourself, is this really the way? Is this really the route? Is this really what I want? Let us get another card, because I feel like that was telling us about the issue, but I feel like we need one more for today. And they are in nature too, so perhaps it has to do with spending time in nature. And look at this, we get the 8 of Wands. And this Cupid's arrow, I feel like this is the romantic angel of love. So I feel like this is also about connecting to spiritual, unconditional love, because these trees are golden. It will bring abundance. Let us see a specific meaning. Unexpected difficulties, unresolved problems fiercely return. So this is about closing karmic cycles, handling your issues, your unfinished businesses, making sure that legal contracts are closed out that are perhaps still open and not working for you anymore. I know that relates to me in some way. So that way you can go towards a new beginning, you see? And look at this, we get the Hanged Man in reverse. I feel like this is stop procrastinating and stop getting lazy and go after it. Get out of your cave. Let us look at the specific meaning though. And unrestrain yourself as well from your own self-limiting thoughts. This is about sacrifice, punishment, constraint, and immobility. Yeah, you're not moving. There's stagnation. I feel like we need one more card. And we get the Strength card in reverse, which is the number 11, which is all about impulsiveness and rashness. So this is about patience again, having self-control. This will bring more energy and more courage and intelligence, triumphing over brutality. And today, before I did this video, actually, I heard that what needed really a lot of healing in the collective is the root chakra and the solar plexus chakra. And this I talk a lot about in my book, so I'll be taking out my book as soon as I finish this reading and reading about the root chakra and the solar plexus, because that's what needs activation and kind of like tune up and clean up. Okay? Final question is success. Your potential to flourish. What would be this potential to flourish? This success that wants to come as a result of practicing patience. Obviously, we already know this is our dreams come true, right? We get the Tower in upright. So this would be the deconstruction of that which is not in alignment and a reconstruction of something better. Remember, there's a better way. This Sunday, I recorded a spiritual talk. I posted it this morning because I was just able to download it from my camera. And it's called The Spiritual Talk, There's a Better Way. And I bring in Eckhart Tolle's teaching in that reading. In that, oh wow, we got 2 cards actually. We got Judgment. So there's judgment after this Tower moment. That would be the success. Reconstruction and celebrations, true love. Ego death, starting over. Trees growing. Kicking out of your life anything that doesn't belong. Cutting cords, negative cords. So in the upright, it's about getting rid of pride, you see? Getting rid of confusion, and the opposite of confusion is trust in the divine. Disorganization, so it's about being organized about your life. And collapse of mistaken convictions, warning signs. You're being warned as to what needs to be let go of. And then judgment. It's about, oh my God, this is so perfect. This is the success card. Analysis, soul searching, awareness, reawakening. And I like, yesterday I read a chapter by Osho, and it was all about spontaneity through awareness. Now, what does this mean? How do you achieve spontaneity? You can't achieve spontaneity if you have a set idea as to what it is you're going to do. Awareness is being present in the moment, and only through awareness can you experience spontaneity, a surprise, something happening out of the blue that is better than expected. So the first step to manifesting these blessings and these miracles are to become aware of your present moment. So being more mindful in the now and not expecting things to go a certain way. This is about surrendering to divine will again. Same messages over and over again, but it's truly what it is, okay? There's no way out of this. So let me bring out my book actually. Okay, so I brought my book, and I also brought the Osho book that I was reading yesterday that I will be doing a tantric talk soon, perhaps tomorrow or Friday. And I want to read this highlighted part about that. Okay, this is what we need to strive towards. Spontaneity means you don't have any direction. Spontaneity means you don't interfere. You are in a let go. So whatsoever happens, you watch. You are a witness to it. So apply this to what's happening worldwide. You know it is happening, but you don't jump into it and you don't try to change its course. Spontaneity means you don't have any goal to attain. And if you have some goal to attain, you cannot be spontaneous. How can you be spontaneous if suddenly your nature is going one way and your goal is not there? How can you be spontaneous? You will drag yourself towards the goal. That's what millions of people are doing, dragging themselves towards some imaginary goal. And because they are dragging themselves towards some imaginary goal, they are missing the natural destiny, which is the only goal. That's why there's so much frustration and so much misery and so much hell, because whatsoever you do will never satisfy your nature. That's why people are dull and dead. They live and yet they live not. They are moving like prisoners chained. Their movement is not that of freedom. Their movement is not that of dance. It cannot be, because they are fighting. They are continuously in a fight with themselves. There is a conflict each moment. You want to eat this and your religion does not prescribe it. You want to move with this woman, but that will not be respectful. You want to live this way, but the society prohibits it. You want to be one way, and you feel that this is how you can flower, but everybody else is against it. So this is about doing what you want to do, not you should do something, and obviously when it's spiritually aligned. But so you don't listen to your being, or do you listen to everybody else's advice? Are you following your heart, or are you trying to listen to other people about what they think is best for you? Is that really going to make you happy? You know, on your deathbed, are you going to regret not making that leap of faith? Not making that decision? If you listen to everybody's advice, your life will be an empty life of nothing but frustration. You will finish without ever being alive, and you will die without ever knowing what life is. Society has created such conditioning in you that it is not only outside, but it is sitting inside you. You will finish without ever being alive. You will die without ever knowing what life is. Society has created such conditioning in you that it is not only outside, but it's sitting inside you, and that's what conscious is all about. So whatsoever you want to do, your conscience says, don't do it. And the conscience is your parental voice. The priest and the politician speak through it. It's a great trick. They have made a conscience in you. From the very childhood, when you were not at all aware of what was being done to you, they have put a conscience in you. So whenever you go against the conscience, you feel guilty. Guilt means that you have done something which others don't want you to do. So whenever you are natural, you're guilty. And whenever you're not guilty, you are unnatural. And this is the dilemma, the dichotomy, the problem. So if you listen to your own naturalness, you will feel guilty. And then there's misery. You start feeling you've done something wrong and you start hiding. You start defending yourself and you start continuously pretending that you have not done it. And you are afraid. Somebody is bound to catch you sooner or later. And you will be caught, and anxiety and guilt and fear, and you lose all love of life. This is a result of being in fear and being in ego. You will lose all love of life. And let me read to you one last part here, because this has to do with this. So spontaneity is to be fully aware. And that's even what Tantra is. Being spontaneity, full of awareness. Because the moment that you're aware, you are neither in the trap of your mind, nor in the trap of your body. Then real spontaneity flows from your very soul, from the sky and from the sea. Your spontaneity flows. Otherwise, you can change your masters from the body that you can change to the mind. Or from the mind, you can change to the body. The body is fast asleep. Following the body will be following a blind man, and spontaneity will just take you into a ditch. It is not going to help you. Impulsiveness is not spontaneity. Yes, impulse has a certain spontaneity, more spontaneity than the mind, but it has not that quality which Tantra would like to imbibe. So basically, unique is impulsion, awareness, and consciousness. And we live unconsciously. Whether we live in the mind or in the body does not make much difference. We live unconsciously. And this is the result of that, basically. And last sentence here. What is wisdom? Because there's Buddha's two perfections. Buddha has two perfections. And if these two are there, reflecting in your spontaneity, then it is unique. Now, what does this mean? Wisdom does not mean knowledge. Wisdom means awareness. So through this awareness, by being spiritually aware, that's when you gain wisdom. It means meditativeness, silence, because that's when you hear the divine speaking to you. Watchfulness, you become the observer of your own thoughts, of your own life, of any potential projections. Attentiveness, becoming attentive and mindful of the present moment, the now. So out of that attentiveness, out of that silence, flows compassion for beings. Because the whole world is suffering. And the day that you start enjoying your bliss, you will start feeling for others too. Ever since I became more in tune with my awareness, with my spirituality, with my mission, I started to feel this love for humanity that I had never felt before. And it's because of this, because you realize that you're interconnected with the entire world. So you want to contribute to that which is part of you. You see, it's like a mother to a child. You want to give to that child because that child's a part of you. So they can also enjoy, and they're just standing at the door of the shrine and are not entering in, but are rushing outward. They have the treasure, the same treasure that you have attained. They are carrying it, but they're not using it because they're not aware of it. When one person becomes enlightened, his whole being becomes full of compassion towards all beings. The whole existence is filled by his compassion. Rivers of compassion start flowing from him and start reaching to everybody else, to men, to women, to animals, to birds, to trees, to rivers, to mountains, to stars. The whole existence starts sharing his compassion. These two are the qualities of Buddha, that he understands and that he feels and cares. So physician, heal thyself first. How beautiful is this? If there is compassion without awareness, Buddha says, it is dangerous. That's what's in the people we call the do-gooders or the martyrs, right? They have compassion but no awareness. They go on doing good, and yet that good has not even happened to their own beings. They go on helping others, and they themselves need much help. They themselves are ill, and they go on helping other people. It's not possible. So physician, heal thyself first. This is a main theme of this Taurus season, is to truly heal yourself first. Rest. Take the time to go within. And remember that we are out of God. God is the most ordinary reality. God is your source. God is your goal. God is right here now It is in your very presence. God, it is God's presence. Beautiful. So now let us look at my book. If you want to purchase this, it's available on Amazon, Heal from the Inside Out. I'm going to take a look at the root chakra and see what we need to say. Maybe some affirmations would be good. Yeah, let us do that. Let us do affirmations, and then we're going to be doing the sound healing bowl. So let us first begin with the affirmations, a prayer, and then the healing bowl. Okay, perfect. So affirmations for the root chakra. Okay, this one's pretty long, so let us just say them all, and this will be our prayer. Okay. So let us close our eyes and just repeat these. Write them down, or if you have the book, turn to page 59 so that you can repeat these on your own time as well. I feel centered, divine. I am home. I am connected to my body. My body is my home. I feel safe and secure. I stand for my values, truth and justice. I have what I need. I am kind and compassionate to myself. I am infinite possibilities. I am grateful for challenges because they make me stronger. I am fearless. I trust myself. I love myself. I trust true source, which is universal divine mother, providing for my basic needs. I nurture myself with healthy food, clean water, clean air, exercise, relaxation, and connection to nature. I am, I have, I live. I am safe, I am abundant, I am wealthy, I am prosperous, I am strong, I am stable, I am secure, I am courageous, I am powerful, I am grounded, I am successful, I am protected, I am secure, I am in control, I am safe and supported, I am safe and supported by the earth, I am supported by the universe, I am safe and supported in my body, I am exactly where I need to be, I am connected to the earth, I am grounded and connected to the earth. I am at peace with my surroundings. I am confident. I am at peace where I am. I am vitalized and energized. I am connected to my body and grounded. I am deeply rooted to the earth. I am safe in my body. I am financially secure. I am protected, nourished, and nurtured by the earth, universe, God, and all of those above. I am safe, secure, and protected. I am connected to nature. I am grounded like a tree and standing on my own 2 feet. I am grounded and centered and connected to the earth. The earth supports, nourishes, and nurtures me. I stand authentically in my power because I am welcome here. I belong. I am never alone. I love who I am. My body is safe and supported. My body is strong and healthy. My body supports me. My body is strong. My body is healthy. My body is beautiful. My body is a temple. I have abundance. I have confidence. I have wealth. I have prosperity. I have wealth and prosperity. I have financial success. I have a strong foundation. I have a beautiful body. I have a strong and healthy body. I have strength and courage. I have a right to be here. I trust. I trust myself. I belong. All is well. I am well. I am. I live courageously. I live life to the fullest. I live a good life. I am living. I am alive. I am living life to the fullest. I have security and protection. I have prosperity and abundance. I have confidence and motivation. I have self-control. I have a right to be here. You have a purpose here. You have a right to be here. So you are worthy of this abundance. You deserve it. I have energy and vitality. I have strength and courage. I have safety and stability. So some crystals to work with your root chakra for this upcoming Taurus season are the onyx. And let me tell you a story. I was doing some cleaning yesterday on my storage, and I actually found an onyx crystal in one of my bags. And it's funny because I actually felt a good energy from it. It was like I was meant to have it. So I put it in a safe spot near me, and it's been bringing me very good energy and very protective as well. Black tourmaline, I have those all around my room. Red aventurine, red jasper, great for healing and grounding and vitality. Jet and Himalayan pink salt. And you should also eat a lot of that in your diet. Some great herbs to use, and I've actually been drinking a lot of ginger root tea. So this is funny that I've been called to this because it's great for working with the root chakra. It's dandelion root and ginger root. Okay, Some healing messages from the root chakra. When connected to your root chakra, you must anchor in the knowing that you are safe, stable, and protected. Connecting and activating your root chakra is key to anchoring your dreams and aspirations into your reality. What a perfect message for this, for us grounding this stability, this financial security, our dreams, and this spiritual love. Mother Earth is guiding and protecting you along the way. Trust your destiny. Trust your path. Hold your vision, stay laser focused, and stay on your path, the one true soul path. All is in divine order, timing, and purpose. Ask yourself, how do you rejuvenate your spirit? Are you living in the present moment? Do you practice mindfulness in all that you do? When you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, what brings you to balance? Can you easily connect to Earth? How often do you go out in nature? How can you deepen your own spiritual practice? Further, in order to advance and move beyond to your higher chakras, you must learn to let go and release all that no longer serves your soul. So use this bonfire ceremony to really introspect and think, what do I need to let go? It could be just a simple thought pattern. It could be a negative habit. It could be an addiction. It could be a person. It could be a situation. It could be anything. And this includes any negative attachments, thoughts, and feelings. Become centered in your body, mind, and spirit. Then let Mother Gaia hold what is no longer yours. Ask yourself, are you able to let go of the past? When do you feel safe in life? Do you feel connected to the world around you? Are you open to receiving help from Mother Earth? What can you surrender today that is no longer serving you on your soul journey? Take a minute to think about that right now. Close your eyes. What is it that you can surrender today? Personally, I surrender to divine timing in all that I want, in all that I wish, and in all that I crave. I surrender to divine timing. When it comes to your inner well-being, we must tap into this reservoir of divine power and strength. Everything you need lies within you, just waiting your call. Explore it and master your skills, gifts, and abilities. Didn't I just say that Taurus season is all about mastering our abilities? So take this time also to master your abilities. Master your craft, what it is that you do for a living, your spiritual mission. Use them always for the higher good of the world, and ground yourself in this knowing that, again, you are safe and supported by the universe, always and forever, no matter what. Ask yourself, do you often hide your inner power? Do you surrender to self-doubt? Are you brave enough to go to the depths of your soul? What qualities do you hope to find there? So deeply go within and discover yourself. Have no worries on earth, and send all these concerns and fears down the cord to Earth's ground, where they can be transformed and transmuted as usable white light. And guess what? That was the daily morning message today. We got this white light oracle card in my spiritual guidance deck, and this is what it referred to. A lot of these concerns and fears that we have and worries about what's going on in our physical worlds in Earth, we are to transmute it down the cord to the Earth's ground, beneath the ground, and transform and transmute it into usable white light. Because with this usable white light, you can manifest and you can create abundance, stability, happiness, joy, all that you want. You have courage, stability, and balance in your life to be able to do this. Ask yourself, in what way are you getting it in your own way? What's going on in your mind? What are you battling? Are you battling your ego and your higher self? Choose the higher self. Choose the higher route. What areas of your life do you keep sabotaging yourself in? Do you let fear get in the way of your happiness? Do you feel balanced within? How can you learn to put more trust in Mother Gaia? Very important on your journey is to remain steady, strong, and enduring as you pursue these goals that are in alignment with your higher calling and soul mission. Your dreams have been given to you for a higher divine purpose. You are valuable and you are an asset to the universe's higher plan. You are also stronger than you know, so stay grounded in your own inner power by empowering yourself and embody it with confidence. Have confidence in your abilities and good nature. Be brave. Ask yourself, do you walk through life with courage? Do you have confidence in your choices? Do you believe in your inner strength? Crystals and gems come from the ground. Naturally, connect with crystals that enhance your quality of life and soothe your energies. So this is really a great time to connect to crystals, you see. Learn more about these crystals and which gems resonate with you and make you feel good from deep within. See, it's all about feeling good. Ask yourself, which crystals from the ground do you resonate with? Which do you feel heal you? Which makes you feel grounded? What messages do these crystals have for you today? Connect to the sea by having some Himalayan pink salt as part of your regular lifestyle. So definitely a great time to connecting with crystals. And look at this, I got my crystal here. It's the onyx. So this is really great. You can just have it as a pocket crystal as well. Carry it in your purse. That's what I do. I carry some crystals in my bags when I go out, or just carry them around with me. Like sometimes I just need to feel like I need to hold them for a while, and they really bring an energy to me, because obviously it's about the intention that you put into this crystal, and you believe in the magic of it is when it works for you. With anything in life, when it comes to miracles and healing, you need to believe in this healing before it comes to you. That's how you bring it about to life. So that's how you make it work. Now let us go to the solar plexus. Perfect. Let us begin with our affirmations. I am courageous. I am empowered. I am bold and brave. I am confident. I am determined. I am a manifesto machine. I act towards my highest good. I am passionate about my goals. I have willpower. I will achieve. I am successful. I persevere. I believe in myself. I get the job done. My self-esteem is healthy. My intellect is sharp. My core is energized with vitality and strength. I am positive. I am assertive. I act with integrity and authenticity. I set boundaries with love. I am focused. I am strong. I am energized. I have vitality. My life force is solid. I am centered. I am in control of my life. I am ambitious. I am self-motivated. I harness my personal power. I fully step into my power. I am committed to my mission. I know who I am. I am responsible. I am disciplined. I am diligent. I am faithfully obedient to the divine's will. I treat myself with respect. I take full responsibility for my life. I love my life. I make my own choices. I am wise. I listen to the divine. Great crystals that are helpful for working with the solar plexus are the pyrite, golden calcite, which I've shown you before, citron, the healer quartz, golden healer quartz, yellow jade, and yellow fluorite. Herbs that can help you are also the dandelion root and chamomile, which I drink every night as well. It's really been helping me to calm down my nerves and ground me and get a restful sleep. So get chamomile tea leaves and put them in hot water and just drink it at night. I promise you that it's gonna make you feel better. It's gonna calm down your nerves, okay? So some healing messages from the solar plexus. Activating your solar plexus activates your inner power, strength, will, and determination, given from the soul's solar power. Allow this bright light to radiate through and from your entire body. Let this warmth rise from your core, propelling you forward and empowering you to take brave action in your life. Seek what you desire with conviction, passion, and spiritual strength. Remember that we are all one. Embody this unity consciousness as a source of inner power to bring to fruition your spiritual mission into the world. Allow yourself to see through the eyes of love, seeing the light in others and respecting others as you would yourself. Let this light radiate from deep inside you, invigorating and rejuvenating your entire being. Let yourself receive this abundance. You need to be able to receive and willing to receive this. You must believe that you're able to manifest your truest desires into reality. Your inspirations are divinely guided. Therefore, trust in your ability to call forth this abundance and triumph as a result. It will flow with ease to you when you believe that you deserve it. You see? Blessings come to those who are patiently faithful. Receive this affirmation with gratitude and confidence. Illuminate your inner joy and feel this golden ray of light harness your entire being, raising your vibrations to higher levels of consciousness. Claim the sovereignty that is yours. Our ability to attract money has a lot to do with the balance of our solar plexus and our relationship to prosperity. Money is energy, what did I just say? And we hold an immense power of encouraging its flow or preventing it. Remain open to this clear divine channel of giving and receiving. Reflect on how you use the prosperity in your life and how you can harness this energy to create more abundance and success in your life. Remember to always give back with an open heart and trust that what is yours is coming your way. Give thanks before, during, and after your blessings. Trust that you deserve a good life and love all that you are. Have the courage to be the real you and express it authentically to the world. Recognize any parts of you that might be out of balance and work on realigning your faith and values with that of divine oneness. Integrate all energies within you, both masculine and feminine, and embrace all that makes you unique. Trust your intuition and inner knowing without questions, going as much as you can with the flow of your desires and passions. Cultivate your higher self as a trusted ally and seek its voice in meditation. Perfect messages. So now let us do the sound healing bowl. So let me bring up my sound healing right now. Okay everybody, so I just want you guys to close your eyes and let me just do this musical for you. Okay, so just close your eyes and let us just all believe that we are all well, that we are all fine, and that we deserve abundance. There's nothing else to do but just breathe. Breathe in this golden light. Listen to this sound frequency and let it raise you to higher vibrations. Let it uplift your mood. High vibes only. Definitely a season of hard work, slow and steady but at the same pace. You will get there. And when you're feeling any ascension symptoms, that's when you ground yourself. Personally, I've been feeling a little bit of a headache ever since the past few days, and this is a deep need for spiritual care. Let it tingle you. Let it arouse you in passion for what you are striving towards your dreams, towards your aspirations, towards your future. Where's your new future? Where's your ship headed towards? Are you in the right ship? Or do you need to move your ship? Or is it just in your mind, your mindset? You are gold, and you deserve gold. So affirm this into your reality, because you are one with the divine, and the universe supports you. For the rest of our lives, that we may live a good life, because we deserve it. We are with the divine, and the divine wants us to live good. Heaven on earth is coming. God is coming, and soon enough he will be among us, and soon enough we will be able to witness his energy with us, and that will be the most beautiful experience ever. But right now he is with us right now. And he is telling us, I am with you. I am with you, so stay strong. I am with you, you can do it. You can do all things with my strength that I give to you. I bless you because you are mine, and because you are faithfully devoted to this higher mission. And I thank you for that. And I acknowledge you for that, and I see you. So, lots of love today. I feel so much better, and I hope that you all feel so much better. I'm sending you all Reiki healing energy. Just close your eyes. You need to be willing to receive it. So just open your arms as I send you this beautiful healing energy to make you feel at peace, at harmony, and at joy with your life. Stay calm. Steady does it. Be mindful in your day-to-day life. Take a breather. Take a little step back and take a break. You don't have to do all things if you don't want to. Just go at your own pace. As long as you just do one little thing, you're on the right track. Listen to your body above all, okay? So I'm wishing you all an amazing Taurus season. I hope that you enjoyed this spirituality retreat, this new moon ritual in Taurus, and stay tuned for the next full moon ritual, which will be soon at the end of May. So have an amazing and beautiful day.